Tesla Model 2 launches at $12,749 in August 2026, instantly becoming the cheapest Tesla ever built. On the surface, that number feels almost unreal, like a pricing typo in an industry where even affordable electric cars usually start well. Above $30,000? Tesla wants this car to be seen as the ultimate breakthrough mass-market electric mobility finally made real. But buried beneath that headline price is a design decision that changes everything. And it's something most buyers won't fully understand until it's too late.
What?
Tesla isn't emphasizing in the launch hype is that the Model 2's structural battery pack isn't just a battery anymore. It's the floor of the vehicle. It's load-bearing. It's the backbone that holds the entire car together. So that means if you hit one serious pothole, bottom out on a speed bump the wrong way, or strike construction debris at highway speeds, you're not just dealing with a scratched underbody or a bent skid plate. You could be facing a repair bill between $12,000 and $15,000 more, and the entire car costs new. Tesla eliminated the traditional separate chassis to cut costs. From a manufacturing perspective, it's an impressive piece of engineering. From a consumer risk perspective, it may be a financial time bomb sitting directly under your seat. To understand why this matters, you first need to understand what Tesla did to achieve that $12,749 price point. Traditional vehicles, both gas and electric, are built around separation. The battery is one system, the chassis and frame are another. If your battery is damaged, you replace or repair the battery. If the frame is bent, you fix the frame. These systems interact, but they're not the same physical structure. Tesla decided to erase that boundary entirely with the Model 2. The 53 kilowatt hours, but pack isn't housed inside the car anymore. It is the car's floor. It physically connects the front and rear crash structures. It handles loads. It absorbs stress. It replaces dozens, even hundreds, of parts that used to exist in conventional vehicle design. This approach allows Tesla to remove more than 200 individual components from the manufacturing process. Fewer parts mean faster assembly, less labor, fewer suppliers, and lower material costs. Estimates suggest Tesla saves between $1,200 and $1,800 per vehicle using this design. That cost reduction is a major reason the Model 2 can exist at this price at all. From an engineering standpoint, it's undeniably clever. From a balance sheet perspective, it's a masterpiece. But engineering brilliance doesn't erase real-world consequences. The moment you make the battery structural, you change what damage means. In a traditional car, a scrape to the underbody is usually cosmetic. A dented crossmember or bent shield might be inconvenient, but it's rarely catastrophic. With a structural battery pack, that same impact could compromise the integrity of the entire vehicle. A serious undercarriage hit no longer means fixing a part. It means replacing the entire integrated battery chassis assembly. That's not a modular repair. That's a full teardown. And based on documented service records from vehicles already using structural battery packs, like certain versions of the Model Y, replacement costs land squarely in the $12,000 to $15,000 range. At that point, the math gets ugly. When the repair cost exceeds or nearly matches the value of the vehicle, insurance companies don't debate. They total it. The car doesn't get fixed, it gets written off. It's easy to dismiss this as a rare edge case. Most drivers don't experience catastrophic underbody damage, right? That's the assumption Tesla is making. And statistically, it's not entirely wrong. But statistics don't protect individuals. They only explain averages. Now consider the roads people actually drive on every day. U.S. road infrastructure has been steadily deteriorating for decades. Cracked pavement, uneven surfaces, unmarked construction zones, loose debris, exposed metal, and potholes deep enough to bend wheels are not unusual. They're routine. Many drivers simply adapt, swerving when possible, slowing down when they can, and hoping for the best when they can't, according to driving safety data. The average driver encounters significant road hazards multiple times per year. Most of these incidents result in minor damage or none at all. But when the battery is the structure, the definition of minor changes completely. A strike that once meant replacing a plastic shield or aluminum Brace could now mean compromising a sealed battery pack that also serves as the vehicle's frame, even if the battery cells themselves aren't visibly damaged. Structural deformation can render the entire assembly unsafe by design standards. At that point, replacement isn't optional, it's mandatory. Tesla appears to be making a calculated bet. The company is betting that most Model 2 buyers will never experience the kind of undercarriage impact severe enough to trigger a full structural battery replacement. And on paper, that bet makes sense. The probability of such an event is relatively low, but probability doesn't matter. When you're the exception, if you're the one driver who hits a chunk of construction debris at highway speed, if you're the one who bottoms out on an unmarked dip in a poorly lit area, if you're the one whose suspension compresses just enough at the wrong moment, the consequences are immediate and brutal. This risk shifts the ownership equation in a way most buyers won't factor in at purchase. At $12,749, the Model 2 feels like a disposable miracle. Affordable entry into the Tesla ecosystem. Low monthly payments, cheap energy costs, minimal maintenance. But structural battery design quietly increases the chance that a single incident ends the car's life entirely. That doesn't mean the Model 2 is a bad car. It means it's a car optimized for manufacturing efficiency, not long-term repair. Resilience. Tesla isn't hiding this out of malice. It's by prioritizing scale. They want millions of people driving electric cars, and the only way to get there is ruthless cost reduction. The question is who absorbs the downside of that decision. For Tesla, the upside is massive. Faster production, higher margins, lower prices, and market dominance. For buyers, the upside is immediate affordability. But the downside lands squarely on the owner when something goes wrong. Insurance will soften the blow for many, but not without consequences. A totaled vehicle means higher premiums, lost deductibles, and the inconvenience of replacement. For uninsured or underinsured drivers, it can be financially devastating. There's also the psychological shift in how people treat their cars. Vehicles like the Model 2 aren't built to be repaired and kept on the road for decades. They're built to be produced quickly, used efficiently, and replaced. That's a fundamental change in what car ownership means. Tesla's engineering choice isn't inherently reckless. It's logical within their broader strategy. Structural battery packs reduce weight, increase rigidity, improve efficiency, and simplify production. Almost every automaker is exploring similar designs. Tesla is just the first to push it into an ultra-low-cost vehicle. But when the cost of a critical repair equals or exceeds the price of the car, ownership becomes a gamble. You're not just buying transportation, you're buying into a probability curve. For most people, the Model 2 will work exactly as intended. It will deliver cheap, clean transportation with minimal fuss. For a small percentage, one bad moment will turn that affordability into a liability. So the real question isn't whether Tesla's engineering is smart, it is. The real question is whether buyers understand the trade-off they're making. Because the same design choice that makes the Model 2 shockingly cheap up front also makes it shockingly unforgiving when things go wrong. And that trade-off is sitting quietly beneath your feet. It's waiting for the road to decide which side of the math you end up on.